I am a Zack Snyder fan, a big Snyder fan. Till date, I have not said this on this channel, but till date, I still I still love Man of Steel as my best film of all time. Literally. And I've watched thousands of movies. I've seen great movies, I've seen pathetic movies, and I've seen downright horrible movies. But Man of Steel from Zack Snyder is still this day my best film of all time. It came out in 2013, and I still love that film till date. Now, the problem here is that we get big. I wouldn't really call us Snyder fans technically. I would say people that love great comic stories brought to life. We love great comic stories brought to life. I'm not talking about people that look for identity politics in comics, or people that want a certain a subversion of expectation and maybe twisting of the characters in the comic, things like Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984 did, all those type of stuff. We the comic fans really want good comic characters adapted into real characters that we can love more. Now, over the years, we have been team toxic, and Zack Snyder has come out to deny these reports that his fans are toxic. And I love this. So he literally destroys the woke media, the woke SJWs on Twitter and on all the social media platforms that go after the audience that really love quality comic adaptations. And I really like his reply to the nonsense that has been going on in the fandom. So, in a report from CinemaBlend, Sean O'Connell, the author of the release, the Snyder Cut, the crazy true story behind the fight that saved Zack Snyder's Justice League, shared an excerpt of his conversation with Zack Snyder about claims of him having a toxic fan base. Uh, so pretty much what goes on right now is I'm going to read some of the replies that Snyder did in the whole interview, which I really like. He really destroyed the toxic cancel culture SJWs that are on Twitter that are ruining our fan base and trying to smear us and call us names and all that. So Snyder opened up by family pointing out that they are critics who are sour grapes. I really like that, admitting that he was held back from confronting them. So this is the words of Snyder directly in the podcast. I just think that sour grapes, they really know other way to say it. We know people who were the architects of that narrative, and it's pretty obvious that the agenda is those are the people. Okay, so those are people that have been held back from confronting by wise people in the room, by wiser people in the room, because I love to get at some of these characters. Like, look, what this guy is saying here is that he really wants to confront these SJW cancel culture weirdos that want to cancel his fan base, but like he's being restrained by some wiser guys that feel like, look, don't go after these guys. You probably make it worse. But I feel like this particular answer to these idiots really puts that right mindset back into the direction we want it to go, because these sets of individuals that come to ruin the fan base, call us names, bigots, misogynists, istophobes, and all manner of names because they claim we don't like women and all these political woke nonsense that you see in shows like Batwoman and all this crap. They want that in Snyder's content to turn his great work into a sissy work that really wouldn't resonate with anybody. Only please a certain demography of weirdos on Twitter that will not pay money to watch his content in the first place. But we, the Snyder fans, actually pay money, support his content, and actually make his vision come to life. So I really like this reply. So he goes on to say some direct conversation would be nice, just to say one, you don't know shit about what you're talking about, and we can break down everything they've said. I made a list. There's a few of these guys where I could just get a list of everything they have ever said. They that they thought they were sorry, that they thought was right, and I could tell them every single thing they've said is wrong. So technically, I really like this reply Snyder is giving to these toxic weirdos on Twitter. I really like it. So Snyder then goes on to destroy these SJW weirdos, calling them fakers, and they are trying to degrade his fan base. I really like the way he trashes these idiots on Twitter. He says, and so, in what world do you have any credibility anywhere to anyone? I love the opportunity to say to the world and to fandom in general who these fakers are and what should be done to them or with them. It's just a bunch of BS. In regards to that toxic fandom, it's a win for toxic fandom again. In what world does this toxic fandom raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for suicide prevention? How is that toxic fandom? They probably achieved more than any other fan base and done more, in parentheses, good, done more good than any other group. So I really don't understand, and I really love this destruction to that narrative that the Snyder fans are istaphobes, misogynists, haters, and toxic. You see, the narrative they drive is that Snyder is not creating content that appeals to the woke crowd. Now, the you know, everything in Hollywood now is all about politics. It's all about how many gays or blacks or white or Asians or anything. Politics is what they want to incorporate into storylines, and they leave out good stories, character development. They don't even look at all these things. They're only looking at who is black in this role, who is white in this role, who is Asian in this role. What is this white man saying to this black person? They don't really care about storylines again. That is why they hate Snyder fans, because Snyder fans are actual comic fans. We don't stand for bull crap. We do not stand to watch trash that gives us false impression of what we read as children, comics that we grew up with. We don't want a Cassandra Cain to be turned into a joke. In, for instance, Birds of Prey, you can see the trash Cathy Yan directed, and you see some idiots that are supporting such movie. Now, don't get it twisted. There are some fans of such content, but the problem here is that these fans are the very minority that don't really pay money to watch this content. They are just the vocal few that only spend their time on Twitter, wasting their energy trolling people that don't conform to their ideologies and their woke narrative, or honestly, and that is just the mind blowing reaction we face every day on Twitter and on Instagram and on social media. And when you challenge that narrative, they call you an istophobe, a misogynist, you hate women, you are a basement dweller. They will call you all sorts of names because you don't conform to their identity politics, and it is total BS. So I like this reply from Snyder debunking that toxicity rumors that has been spread by these SJWs. And that is it, guys. Please do subscribe to our channel. Do like our content, follow on social media. I will see you guys next time.